Well, first thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, bride, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will it be edifying. It says WEF orders government to arrest citizens who grow their own food. Okay, is this guy called him Cotton Swab. Okay, is known as I don't want to say his name, but we all know who this fucking Homer Simpson looking nigga, this weirdo Swab, Cotton Swab. You know, one of the head guys of the World Economic Forum, the WHO, whatever you want to call that bullshit. But basically, they're trying to criminalize people that's growing their own food and vegetables. As you know, over the years, since we've been in a sort of a retail apocalypse for the last 8 years, so to speak, these governments have been bullying these farmers out of growing their own food for some time. I know back in 2019, 2020, even 2018, farmers were literally offing themselves because they was getting these reasonably worded threatening letters from the government that they have to stop using their particular seeds, and they have to use the seeds of Monsanto, which has pesticides, insecticides, and just different forms of poisons that's not really right for human consumption. Okay, and they've made it virtually impossible for farmers to make a living, so therefore they shut a lot of the farmers out, and a lot of farmers basically they committed suicide, man. And it was all part of a big plan to pretty much bring everything under one umbrella, so to speak. Because it says here, the WEF has ordered governments around the world to criminalize the ability of citizens to grow their own vegetables at home, because for the simple fact, Esau wants ultimate control. He wants the ultimate power. Okay? He wants to play the Most High. He wants to be the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, on the left-hand side. So he wants control over everything. And this same retard right here, he even said that you will own nothing and be happy about it. Because according to the scriptures, we grew our own fucking food. Okay? We had our own markets. And whatever we didn't have in abundance, we'll go to the marketplace. And, you know, the particular families and the vendors and the merchants in the marketplace, they will bring in fruits and goods and vegetables and crops, you know, and they would sell herbs and things like that to make a profitable living. But now you can't even do that shit. Because like out here in the summertime, you have what they call farmers markets, when people from the countryside, they're coming to the cities and they're selling watermelons and they honeydew melons and their cantaloupes and the strawberries and bananas, you know, and a lot of these things, like the melons, be homegrown because they have seeds in them. That's how you're able to tell that those are real, authentic watermelons versus this crap we get in the store with no seeds in it. Okay, like right now, you go to the store, you have fucking watermelons, and watermelons is technically out of season. Okay, technically watermelons have been planted and they're literally being harvested. Well, not harvested now, but literally they're planted. So when the summer come, then you have the watermelon, because watermelon is basically a summer melon. You know, it's good for hydration and, you know, hydrating the body, etc. But yet you go in a store like fucking Whole Foods or Aldi's, or, you know, you go to Price Chopper, Hy-Vee, just a few stores here in Missouri, or Walmart, you see like these weird looking watermelons that ain't even got no seeds in them. It's like, what the fuck? You know, but ultimately these devils, they want you eating chemically enhanced foods. They don't want you to be self-dependent. Okay, they don't want you to be dependent on yourself. They want you to depend on them for all things, because basically he wants to play God. Okay, but it says, according to the WEF, growing food at home is contributing to so-called global boiling and must therefore be outlawed. But how in the hell is that even possible? Okay, I remember they had this thing a while ago that we got to euthanize all this cattle and all these particular animals of livestock because the carbon, okay, they're polluting too much and they're causing the pollutions in the air, because a fucking cow deplicates just like any normal mammal would do, and it passes gas. So therefore, that's fucking up the atmosphere, carbon emissions, right? But yet these same devils would take these planes and they would sift around the earth and they would spray these these hazardous chemicals inside the cities to get people sick, but yet I can't be allowed to plant a watermelon because somehow, some way, it's causing carbon emissions like it's a fucking vehicle. And this is why they want to so-called outlaw gas vehicles, because now all of a sudden it's becoming a problem with carbon. But yeah, you devils are polluting the earth every day, putting forever chemicals in the water, plastics in the ocean. Okay, just alone your processing plants, spraying your chemtrails, man. You're fracking of the earth. You know, your particular technologies. You've done more than enough, Esau. It's about time for you and your people to go down. Okay, because you little Edomites, man, you getting ready to get fucked up out here. Okay, with your slick remarks and comments and your scoffing. Okay, the Most High is getting ready to put you niggas out of misery, and starting with you top elite devils. But it says the bold claim is based on the dodgy research conducted by the WEF-funded University of Michigan. Exactly, right? Their scientists, their researchers is the one that you have to get the information off of. But yet, when you fact check they shit, they can never be wrong. But when you bring up something that's counterproductive to what they're saying, then all of a sudden, you're spreading misinformation. Since when having a few watermelon seeds, the proper seeds, some topsoil and some rain, putting watermelons in the ground and growing celery and onions and things like that in your little garden, and leaf lettuce and, wild lettuce and all this other stuff, potatoes. Since when have this become so pollutant to the earth? That the earth never had a problem before when we grew food when we dealt with agriculture. It was never a problem then. Okay, when Yahweh Shai walked the earth 2,000 years ago, or when the time of the Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, even the beginning of time, man, through Adam, when we planted things, it wasn't causing any type of pollutant issues. So all of a sudden, when you devils come in, you have to come and say, oh, well, you're putting a watermelon in the ground. That's considered, that's too much emissions. What? This man is wicked, man. But it says, which alleges that homegrown food as opposed to the store-bought industrial food. And then, it takes more chemicals to process shit than it is for you to grow it. But it says, produce 5 times more carbon emissions. So me planting pumpkins is creating carbon emissions, right? See how dumb that sounds? But it says it includes that private gardens are a threat to the environment. Now, it's a threat to your New World Order because people are basically living without your ass. And it threatens the fact that you want to put a micro C-hip in people. But anyway, it says, naturalnews.com, billionaire electric vehicle guru Elon Musk, which he's part of it, by the way, is pushing the same kind of nonsense. It says in February 3rd, a post to X, Musk wrote that the only action needed to solve climate change is a carbon tax. Okay, and that's a whole nother lesson for a different time. But it says when pressed on by his followers, Musk responded that he believes a carbon tax is necessary to tax what is probably bad CO2, just like alcohol and cigarettes are taxed more than fruits and vegetables. But the crazy part about it is, once you just outlaw cigarettes is still legal. You see what I'm saying? Though you may put a tax on it, but yeah, you ain't out really banning cigarettes, but yeah, you're banning planting pumpkins and shrubs and potatoes and vegetables, things that's actually essential to the health of the human body. But yet, smoking fucking cigarettes is legal still. And that's a known cancer-causing agent. Nicotine alone, man. You know what's so crazy about it? Cigarette smoke, it doesn't necessarily dissipate in the air right away. It travels, Eventually, the air cancels it out. But I could literally be standing 15 feet from somebody and they're smoking cigarettes and the wind will blow that shit and I can smell it 15 feet away. That's some pollution for you, But anyway, it says, concerning the new anti-garden study out of the University of Michigan, it was picked up by the Telegraph, United Kingdom, and other corporate media outlets, which spread its claim as fact. But the study includes analysis of various gardens from individual family plots to urban community plots and claimed that garden infrastructure for individual plots, such as raised beds, contribute a far greater carbon pollution than a large-scale farming. Wow. But it says the study seems to ignore the fact that raised beds are more efficient and grow more food in smaller space, But I doubt they really care to take these kind of things into consideration, right? It's not the fact they don't know, they just want ultimate control because this whole thing is all about control. Okay, it's all about control. So it says here, it turns out that surprise, surprise, anti-human globalists with deep pockets are behind a new study. A cohort of international groups, including the European Union's Horizon program, all contribute to it. It reads, the Horizon program, by the way, lists 100 climate neutral and smart cities by 2030 as one of its primary goals, and eventually bringing about a total carbon agenda to take over all cities by 2050. So in the interview that Devil mentioned, he said by the next 10 years, things are going to be totally different. But I think Yahweh Bashim Hawashai is getting ready to get this man out of here now. I mean, it's no need for this nigga to go to 2050. There's no need for this nigga to go to 2025. But we know everything is in Yahweh Bashim Hawashai's timing. So, we patiently wait, but we hasten the day. But it reads, it says the group that paid for the new anti-garden study have billions of dollars at their disposal to shape narratives using climate propaganda. Oh yeah, global warming, right? Like this thing, Rachel Levine gonna come on the net and say, oh, well, 65% of blacks are complaining because of the environment. Well, you fucking creep. You put Jake in those deplorable conditions. And then you want to blame it on global warming when the fact is you devils that's fucking up the earth? Give me a break, man. But it says, based on who funded it, it is no scenario in which the new study could have considered to any other conclusion, in other words. But it says, would the study result in home gardening getting banned? Because it's bad enough that you only have like a plot of land. You don't have an acre. Like when you look at these houses that's built in these neighborhoods, you're literally like on a small plot of land. That's not even a fourth of an acre. Okay, you could do a lot with an acre of land, man, and yet they subject you to these small plots to the point that you have what they call a property line. You have the tree lines, which separates the property lines from the next property. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't even tell if you on the neighbor's property or not because it's so close together. But he wants to make it illegal for you to plant your flowers, your garden. Like the old ladies in the summertime. Like I catch my grandmother out there, or when I was growing up, it was a lady named Miss Mickey. A little short, she was like 4'8", little sweet old lady named Miss Mickey. And, we lived in an apartment complex, and we had like a little blade of grass in front, and she would just plant her little flowers and stuff outside there. But yet they want to ban that. Okay, this man is the fucking devil, man, all right? But, hey, it's all good because you know what? This is what he's supposed to do. He's Esau. He's the serpent. This is what they do. But this is the book of Revelation 12 and 12 because they're going to make it a crime to basically be independent of their help completely. Because at the end of the day, Esau wants to put that micro C-hip in you. Okay, and he realizes once he's controlled everything and pushed everything on the one bootleg narrative, he understands that he can control the masses of the people. And this is why he's doing these psychological experiments of getting you people to believe that something that's clearly not true. Okay, I never known planting a goddamn string bean or a green bean was a fucking hazard. But it's all good. But anyway, this is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down on you having great wrath because he knoweth he have but a short time. So this is part of the wrath that he's coming down with because he understands that his time is through. Okay? Esau doesn't have that much time left. So he's coming up with these ridiculous laws and mandates, which we told you that, hey, it's going to come a time that speaking out against this thing is going to be a death sentence, man. We already reading about it. Okay, anybody that speak against this wicked organization, hey, you can be fined and possibly thrown in jail. And eventually, they're gonna pass laws so it'll be legal to kill the men of the Lord off, man. And people that's speaking out against this tyranny. Okay, this is the book of Revelation 11, and I'm gonna start at verses 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and the wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give his reward unto the servants thy prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Because in retrospect, they're really destroying the earth, with the nuclear bombs and spraying the chemtrails and, all these other forever chemicals they're pumping. I mean, they're literally putting chemicals in food, but yet they sit up there and give you a healthy fine for sitting up there growing fucking potatoes in your yard. All because you don't want to go to their DuPont or Monsanto led stores You know, like Walmart and fucking what's the name? Some others, Walmart and Kroger's and all that other shit, man. That's all their establishments, man. Okay, like I was looking at a video the other day. I believe one of the guys from Tennessee, if I'm not one of the lawmakers down, I think he's trying to pass laws that they want to juice fucking cabbage, man. Not cabbage, but lettuce, and the cabbages too. Like literally, you can go to the store and you can buy a head of lettuce, and that shit got the you know what in it, and they want to push that in there, all because they want to force people to put something in them that they don't want to put in them. Fuck, you gonna force somebody to do something against their will? You got to be taken out of. You got to go, man. Okay. So anyway, I looked up the word herb because this is how we live. We grew our food, okay? And in the kingdom, we gonna grow our food. We ain't gonna be making our food in no goddamn, no fucking concrete factory, man. You know, you sticking serum in chickens and chickens become big as humans. Nah, hell nah, man. All right, and I looked up the word herb, and it goes into Aishaba. Okay, the Hebrew word Aishaba. Yep, the I, the Shah, and the Ba, which means herb, herbage, grass, green plants. They're against nature, man. Okay, he's against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, everything that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has set up for good, he makes it a problem, man. Okay, so I did a little quick word search. It came up in the scriptures 40 times. In Genesis 1 and 11, it says, and the power said, let the earth bring forth grass. Because before you know it, trees is going to be a carbon issue. Fucking grass is going to be an issue. And we know that trees are good for carbon because trees purify the air, so to speak, man. You know, they help you breathe. So you need trees. But what did he do? He cuts things down and he builds up fucking houses. Instead of spreading the houses out and giving everybody a chance to live, he wants to build everything up. Like I'm looking out of my living room window right now. And when I moved to this location, man, brothers, if I could show you a video, right across the street where the office is at, behind the office, it was just like I want to say it was probably like 4 or 5, maybe that may be, let me see, that may be 4 acres right there, maybe 2 or 3 acres. You know, it's a pretty big plot of land right there that I'm looking at, and it was just full of trees and, you know, woods, and it was just beautiful. It sets out the apartment complex. I mean, it really looks like a Scandinavian, like out there in like Scandinavia type thing. You know, it was on a hill, the grass was green, the trees were all over the place. But this fucking dickhead, he comes through and he cuts everything down around the complex. Now all the fucking trees are dying off around here, which he's gonna cut down more trees, all because he cut down the field down there. Because as you know, trees, they communicate with each other, man. Through the roots and shit, through the ground. They communicate. You got female trees, you got male trees, man. And he cuts them all down and wonders why shit is dying. You know, he cuts this down just to build up a low-income neighborhood just so he can bring niggas out here and baby mamas so he can complain about niggas ain't shit. Well, motherfucker, you shouldn't have cut down the fucking... You shouldn't be building nothing over here, man. Like, who the fuck wants to look out their window and see business venture? I don't want to see no motherfucking cars coming through. I don't want to see no fucking field. I don't want to look at another person's apartment. Bad enough, I got to look at the motherfuckers next door. I don't want to look out my window and see another apartment complex, man. You know? And you wonder why nature is taking its toll. He cut down. Matter of fact, outside of that plot, outside of them 4 acres back there, he cut down 1, 2, 3. He cut down like 4 or 5 trees already. And we had big, beautiful trees down here. Now I look out my window, the trees are fucking dying. So he's getting ready to cut that tree down, that tree down, that tree down. And before you know it, it's going to be a open ass plot of land and it's going to be born, no life. And it's just depressing, man. This place is fucking depressing, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you people. I'm tired of you fucking Edomites. I'm tired of you niggas, man. I'm tired of you. We just tired of all you people. Straight up. And honestly speaking, man, I pray the Most High just start breaking judgment tonight. But anyway, Salakia for rent. Had to get that off my chest. But it says here, herb yielding seed and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and the herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after its kind, and the power saw that it was good. So wait a minute, Esau, the Most High said that. In fact, we said that it was good through the order of the Most High, because guess what? That word God goes into Elohim, the powers. And guess who the powers are? That's us, right along with our Savior, Yahweh Shai, our big brother. So it's good. So that's why, brothers, when Esau fucks up the earth, that's why it naturally vexes your spirit. You know why? Because through the spirit, you partook in this thing if you're of the elect. Because we're naturally one with the earth. The earth is off the vibration of us. We're in a low state, so the earth is dying. Okay, the earth is literally dying, man. The earth is growing and out crying to the Most High. Like, get this nigga out of here, man. Like, what's up? You know? But, you know, it's all in the Lord's time. But verse 29, it says, and the power said, behold, I'll be giving you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed, and to you it shall be meat. Okay, meaning that it's consumable, it's edible. Okay. Now you may say, well, what about poison ivy? No, man, you ain't gonna eat no goddamn poison ivy. But I wouldn't doubt that poison ivy does not have. I wouldn't doubt that it does have medicinal uses in it. You know, property healing properties. You know, probably like the balming agent. It could probably be used to heal a cut or something like that. I haven't done the extensive research, but I'm guarantee you, poison ivy, that's some strong shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain things like you got poisonous mushrooms, things you don't eat, you don't touch those, but they have their own particular they have their own uses, so to speak. Okay, the Lord didn't create anything in vain. And it says here, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. So this is why this devil don't want us doing nothing with it, because he wants to cut it down. He wants to give you his authentic or his artificial version of life. Okay, this nigga, he would literally block you up for growing a plot of onions in your yard, but yet he would say, well, here, take this GMO manufactured onion from a factory somewhere that he created out of thin air using chemicals, and then he will want you to eat it. And then the shit will practically taste the same, but one designed to get you sick over the course of time, when one is actually healing. And then he'll look at you when you get sick and say, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you mean? That's why the scriptures say, woe to him that give his neighbor strong drink, roughly paraphrasing. And then he accuses us before the Most High when he's the one that administered the fucking poison. Like, he'll go before the Most High and say, your people are a bunch of drug addicts and pork eating demons, but yet you created the pharmaceutical company, man. You created this shit. Then you want to sit up there and snitch on us to the Most High when you the one. The Lord sees you, E. The Lord sees your ass, bro. You ain't getting away with nothing, bro. All right. So anyway, let's go from here. And I got a couple more precepts. It wasn't gonna be long. But anyway, this is the book of Psalms 104:14. It says, he causes the grass to grow for cattle and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. Okay? So there you go, man. Herbs is food. Food is medicine. Food is supposed to heal you. Okay, I should be able to eat a hamburger, grass-fed beef, because everything is organic of the earth. Cattle eat grass, man, okay? And cattle naturally supposed to have omega-3 fatty acids in it, okay? And they're getting their nutrition from the earth, right? So if I eat a hamburger, a bison burger, I should be able to get the omega-3 filling. A hamburger should be able to heal infirmities, like they say when you eat like certain beef is good for certain disorders, is good for certain healing properties. But then again, if you consume too much red meat, you know, it can be bad for the digestive tract because it takes a matter of days to break down meat properly. But even then, it has its healing properties to it. Okay, now you ain't just gonna sit up and eat cow every goddamn day, no. But overall, omega-3 has healing abilities in it. Fish oil has healing abilities in it. Okay? These things have healing properties in it, but what he wants you to do, he wants you to go to his witches and administer these you know what. You know. Psalms 37:2. That's gonna be my last precept. Let's go to the book of Sirach 37. And we ended after that. No, Sirach 38. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which he may have of him. It says, for the Lord hath created him. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. But the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of men he should be in admiration. But the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise would not abhor them. Okay, so this is what we supposed to use. Cause you ain't supposed to be going and getting no goddamn aspirin or no Tylenol. Well, I mean aspirin, okay. Aspirin has particular like they say dandelion is like a basically it's like an aspirin almost. It's a painkiller. But even then, you ain't supposed to be going to get no goddamn Tylenol or no Advil. Like, what the hell are you getting that for? You supposed to have shit from the herb that you can take. You can take dandelion, man. You could take what's another good herb for pain? Can't really think about it now, but dandelion is what comes up like dandelion tea. That's good. That's literally like a pain agent, man. You know, and then you got turmeric, which basically is good for inflammation. You know, your brothers may have pain in the joints and shit like that, man. Then you take that. You know, eucalyptus is good. You know, elderberry is good. You know, like when I do my, I got this particular Epsom salt, and it's like what's this package say? I got the Epsom salt with shea butter and almond oil, and also I have something called organic superfoods and essential oils. Okay, you got organic kale, spinach, blue spirulina, acai berry, which is basically good for moisturizing the skin, and it gives you the properties that you need in your body when you detox. Because when you detox, and sometimes you detox, you get all the toxins out, but sometimes, you know, when you're detoxing, you get good minerals out too. So therefore, you have to replenish your body with these particular herbs and necessities. But Esau wants to take it away, you know. But it says here, the Lord have created the medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. You ain't going to avoid them. You're going to deal with the herbs, man. You know, like the teas and the stuff like that. And it says here, was not water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? Okay, because like, you know, you got trees, you got tree sap. You know, you have particular colognes that they use. And Esau, he will replicate a particular sap and he would turn it into a cologne, but he's using artificial chemicals to replicate the smell of it, the fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this man has to be stopped. This is my last precept. This is the book of Psalms 37:2. And it reads here, it says, fret not because of the evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Okay, so hey, you trying to tax people for growing their own food, and how about you, Yahweh Shai is going to return that judgment right upon you. Okay, in the kingdom, you ain't going to have a damn thing. You ain't going to have a pot to piss in. You know? So anyway, brothers, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Lord's will you will edify